Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Sunday, the 19th of February. Well, first, a quick apology because I wasn't going to do a video today, but I've had a quick look through and I finally decided to make some selections in the small races. I think there's a little bit of value to be had, but I won't say it's exactly a massive value bet. But I just think with 2 or 3 runners in races, I've just looked for possible doubts amongst the favourite, and then what I've done, I've gone for the outsider. They are dreadful races, and there's one where it's the favourite and it's pulled up the last 2 times. Well, I've still avoided that one, but let me get into it anyway. Well, Saturday, disappointing day. I think we returned about £18 on the day with a stake of 30. The football bet, I think Chelsea let me down big time. The other 2 matches were 4 goals or more in the matches. It just looks like Chelsea couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. Well, I thought they were going to be able to at Southampton, but there's got to be something wrong with Chelsea, big time. So, yeah, let's get into the horse racing bets for Sunday. So, I've had £2 doubles and a £1 1p treble. It would have been a pound treble, but I would have left a penny in the account again. So, yeah, it comes to £7. If we get 2 winners, it pays for the bet, and it actually shows a profit. So let me get into it. So the first one is Dalamoy at 11 to 8 in the 1:30 at Newbury. Basically, this is a match. Dalamoy is a bit out of form, although not quite as out of form as it actually looks. And then the favourite, the Nicky Henderson horse, is absolutely thriving. Well, neither of these horses have really proven to want good firm ground, which it is today. So it's question marks over both of them. Well, I would sooner have a question mark over 11 to 8 chance in a 2-horse race than a 4 to 7 chance. However, Quick Draw is in a much better. It's probably not Quick Draw, is it? I think that's also one. Yeah, Quick Draw. So so there's darts over Quick Draw as well. Delamoy did beat it by 7 lengths and giving it £4 last time. Well, it's only giving it £1 today, so it's actually better off at the weights and beat it £7. Although the other horse is in much better form, but there are still question marks over the distance with both of these horses and the ground. So that's why I've gone for the outside of the 2. The second selection is Mortlake at 11 to 8 in the 2 o'clock at Newbury. Similar kind of reasons. I think there's a lot of doubts over. Let me just get into this one actually. I've actually kind of forgot why I chose it. So that's right, yeah, I can remember now. So Mortlake, it's been running over further. It has won over this distance, but ultimately it wants quick ground, whereas the other 2, I wouldn't say they don't want quick ground, but they're unproven on it. But Mortlake has definitely ran on ground this quick before and ran well on it. And I think 11 to 8, which looks possibly like a 2-horse race rather than a 3-horse race, I do think that 11 to 8 is half decent value. And finally, I've gone for Monsieur Lecoq at 6 to 4 in the 10 past 4 at Newbury. And once again, this is, let me get into it. So, Monsieur Lecoq is actually the favourite just about now, but they're actually joints on this image. So Alto Alto has pulled up on its last 2 times. Most recently on its chase debut. Well, it might have run a decent race up until pulling up, but there's still too many question marks over it. It's only ran once over fences. Monsieur Lecoq is not in good form. I do think potentially though it has won over course and distance before, and I think if it gets an easy lead in front, it could then pick up from a long way out and ask questions about Alto Alto's jumping. Family Business, I just don't think it's too inconsistent, and I do believe all of these, well, none of these actually want quick ground. So there is question marks over all of them, but I just think the best value is probably Monsieur Lecoq because it's won over course and distance, possible front runner, it can dictate the pace. My only question marks is the Chris Gordon stable are in really good form. That's my only concern really. So it's not an excuse, it's just a concern. So yeah, so those are the 3 selections and the reasoning behind them. And as I said, I've had a £2 £2 doubles, and a £1 1 pence treble. And if two of them win, it makes a profit on the day. So yeah, so the very best of luck, Charlie Winters, and I will return Sunday evening ready for Monday's card, although it doesn't look great either. So the very best of luck, Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.